If I could describe 360 Blueprint in one word, it would be community. We knew that beginning this program, if we didn't have community involvement or people, that we would not see the success that we are seeing, and we would not achieve the things that we want to achieve. So the 360 Blueprint is a program that's available from the 1st through the 4th grade. A mentor is matched up with a mentee, and from the beginning of the school year to the end, they either do a session before or after school. The kid gets 2 hours a week with a mentor, and they do reading and relationship. It's real people with real kids having a real impact in their lives. How we came up with the idea of 360 Blueprint, there was a law enforcement officer by the name of Jerry Biden and myself who began this journey of developing this program. It was kind of something the chief of police wanted to do. When we chose reading and going into the school district, being a part of the program, we started out in 2 schools, and that was the first year. Second year, the program expanded. We went to 6 schools. We have approximately right now 100 mentors and approximately 100 kids. And what we do is we reach out to the university, we reach out to businesses, we reach out to the community at large to come be involved in the school and their community. And that was kind of the concept of it, that as many mentors and partnerships that we can bring to a school, that's what we look to accomplish in the 360 Blueprint program. So the involvement of law enforcement in our program is something from the beginning that they wanted an opportunity to be in the community. We wanted law enforcement to be in the community, building relationship with kids at an early age. And so law enforcement has been in the schools, on the playgrounds, at recess, walking to school, and they are superstars on the campus. I tell you, when they walk on campus with those uniforms, all the kids gravitate to them, and they talk to them, they ask them questions, and they touch their badges, they want to touch their gun. It has been a great part of our program, and it has been something that has been just positive for our program.
Well, it's important that the Reno Police Department is involved in this program because of the engagement that we get to have with our community youth. It's a reading program, so it allows our officers to have some positive interaction with these children, which is something that we appreciate as law enforcement. We know that the kids appreciate it as well, and to understand that as police department, as police officers, there's somebody that they can look up to, there's somebody that they can reach out to if they need to reach out to. And it really gives us the opportunity to not only work with our community youth, but work with our community families at times. It just opens a bevy of opportunities for engagement with our community, specifically the children.
It's important for the Sparks Police Department to be involved because we do want to be good community members, and engaging in a program like 360 Blueprint puts us into the schools, puts us into an area of our community that we traditionally are not in a non-enforcement type role. So being involved in a program that truly can make an impact in a young person's life truly shows how we can make lasting impacts in our community, and we can really focus in on making a systemic change to our Reno Sparks area.
To me, 360 Blueprint program is an opportunity for officers and the community to get involved in a school that's near and dear to their heart. And as a result, both, I think, the school benefits, but also the community and the officers benefit. This is an opportunity for them to have a firsthand experience about the role of the officer, and not just in terms of, I have a badge and I have a gun. Like, their memory will be about an officer who taught them how to read, who helped them increase their fluency, or how they were struggling and the officer met with them and became a friend. So understanding that there are positive attributes to law enforcement is, for me, one of the best things that could come out of this. It's not just about the mentorship, but it's also about the extra help provided, because we can make assumptions that kids have help every day they go home, but that's just not true, and that's just not a reality. Here's an amazing opportunity for our students to get some one-on-one reading instruction by a community member. And so for me, it's just about making sure we provide kids with what they need and additional resources so that they can get to the finish line.
The mentors are important in these kids' lives because it's another person in their lives that can have a positive impact outside of their family, maybe outside of siblings, that could develop a friendship.
I knew there was a need there, and I knew that unless people like me stepped up and spent the time and effort, then no progress would be made. Just to see the kids grow and learn and make progress, it's very fulfilling. You know, like you have a purpose. You know, this kid has a serious need and is falling behind, and because of you and the time that you're spending, they get to get back to where they're supposed to be and start, you know, moving forward with their education and being successful.
In 5 years, I hope our program is one that have expanded its services to reach more than just doing reading and relationship. We want to offer services to families, and any way that we see a family struggling or having difficulty, that we would be able to serve in that area, whether that be education, whether that be in the workforce, or whether that be just developing life skills. We want to be able to have those services available to each kid that comes in the program. That would just make the family a better unit and to have a hopeful future.
There are a lot of still at-risk schools and schools that could use this program that is not being offered. So as we gain more partners, as we gain more financial stability, we can continue to enhance and increase the availability of the program.
For me, the most important part of 360 Blueprint is the impact that we'll have on the lives of our children. When you think about the work that they're doing, mentoring our kids and working with them academically, you think it will lead to doors for kids to be ready for the 21st century.
I'm always surprised at how many people have difficulty reading, and you're teaching these kids not only to read, but you're building a relationship as well. So you take great pride and great reward out of that experience.
I think it's really opened my eyes to the real need that our communities have and our schools have, and how it's possible for just everyday people like myself to step into the equation and make a big difference.
I remember being a kid and sometimes being in situations where I didn't see much opportunity. And so I want to provide as much hope to a kid as I can. And when I get to the end of my life, I want to look at my life and say, what did I give to the kids in my community and what was I able to give? And I want to be able to say that I gave all that I could.